Blessy CEO. Oh, blessy CEO.
Generally, Benin people, now them they tear eyes, they tear eye very early. If you be Benin person, once you are 14, 15, you go start to the waka. Your mama go they tell you, say, your mate just start. It's very, very rare before you see a responsible mother in Benin that can train her child. For Benin, what is they carry no Benin people now shower?
I'll give you 24 hours, you understand, so that you repeat that thing you say if your mind sure for you. You understand? I will carry you go to the place for this Nigeria where you don't believe say you go ever go. You understand? If you want test me, you test me. Now, you say the Benin women, you understand, say they know they train their children. Say wait till they know Benin people for now, I shall right. That one not be my problem. Now the part where you say at the age of 14, say Benin women, you generalize it. That Benin women, they send their children go abroad to go do Ashao. Do you hope you have a proof for that?
If everybody wants to talk to Fina, no open mouth, I go use can flog your small yansh. It's not waiting you and Chioma they do for Instagram. You and that BBN girl. Me, I not get time for that one. You be small picking, I go flog you for your yansh.
Di yenui alo ilu yenui. De obani kao no ilwe. Emi no mame o malo. I not get money to use. I get ogun. What do you want me to do?
Welcome back. In as much as we are trying to be respectful, and this is sequel to the previous analysis and video. You watched it, that of Blessed CEO. If you have not watched it, please do watch. And Izzy, the lady based in UK, she's from Edo State, Benin, and Blessed CEO she's from the southeast of Nigeria, Igbo, but I think Enugu, that's where she's from. There are certain things that she pointed out, and I will want you guys to watch and listen to what very dark man who has decided to, somehow he has to say something because Benin or Edo State mothers have been dragged into this. They say Benin women are the number one, that it's something that has been there since 1960. And 1960 is not a joke till date. Like, this is what these people have done. That majority of those ladies or children that you are seeing, Edo or Benin, or some even went, if you look at the comment section, that even the Oba of Benin is also a fruit or a product of these same Olusho women. Now, we are not trying to be insultive. I'm just telling you exactly what is out there on social media. So listen with the inner ears, and before you start saying, oh, they're insulting the Oba. No, I'm just telling you exactly, and we have to call a spade a spade. So we are going to watch some of these videos, and we will come back to talk. Let us get right into it. But before then, like and share this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell. Use the thanks button to encourage us to do more.
They send their children go abroad to go do Ashao. Do you hope you have a proof for that? Do you understand? Do you know what it means? It means that the women in Benin are doing child trafficking. It means that the all women in Benin are into child trafficking and child sexual trafficking. That means they send their children, their infant, like their teen children, that are not up to the age to be engaged in sexual affairs, that they send those children abroad to go and do prostitution. That is what you are saying. That's what you are saying about the Oba of Benin mother. That's what you are saying about all the dignitaries, all the excellencies, including the governor of Edo State. That's what you are saying, because Benin is the capital of Edo State. That means you are saying that about you generalized it.
For so many years, I carried hunger for my mama and my papa. Do you know why? Why did you send me to Italy? You were selfish, you were greedy, and you were so evil to send me, say my pikin, go Italy. I hated my mom for years. Yes, this is my issue. Like I said to you people, I flow when it's my self-experience. Many of una for social media, una they had una bag. Congratulations. For years, I hated my mom. I was angry, furious. Unless I want some talking, but I was angry with her. Until last year, even when I born my daughter, my man don't know, nobody knows, say I even get belay. I didn't tell them. You know, I was furious with everyone. I was angry with myself. I was angry with everybody. So this evening, I said this evening, last year, and I stopped being angry with my mother.
If everybody wants to talk to me, Fina, no open mouth. I go use can flog your small yansh. This is not what you and Chioma they do for Instagram. You and that BBN girl. Me, I don't get time for that one. You be small picking, I go flog you for your yansh. Because I vote for you. My money contribute to your success. I will give you shout out. That's why I said. See, small Fina where we just clean up. You won't get like say we clean you up. You don't go Libya. Suppose come tell us thank you for helping him, big brother. What thing you been do for Big Brother House, Fina? Coming from the slums. We use our money push you. Which kind of year hype woman you be? Since you come up for Big Brother Nigeria House, how many hype you don't go? What you they do for Lagos? They walk up and down. How many endorsements you don't get? Okoro blessing go talk, you walk or reply. No come here.
Yeah, Mama blessing see you. You say, not the other way you carry you go police station where you go they beg. You come out, you come carry video, camera, do zoom, they talk, they do. Not the other hand where they just chuku your back with this thing. Come go use tattoo cover your eczema, your this thing. See, I don't get respect to. See, now why I tell you all those things where you list about I don't people. I tell you don't even list finish because I don't get respect. I don't get respect. Old age, 52 years old mama, old woman like you. Old woman. You don't go focus on your life. Nigeria be like a place where you need therapists. I've been a mad person, they give people therapists. I never see a crazy person, they cure crazy person. No. But they worry you. See, your name na blessing, my name self na blessing, in case you never know, no now. So, where your madness stop. At that time, my mama gets my own madness, Bele.
You can imagine Fina. Fina, okay, big brother. Fina. The one where we contribute money, I contribute my money to vote.
Oh, the one where you vote for.
The one where I vote for. They go the Fina. Fina now one more.
Waiting talk.
He talk one in me see for Insta blog. Now Ken now won't go find flogging here.
That abortionist.
Oh. See ya. I know be your mate oh. If you want talk, no call my name because Fina, if I hold you, you're gonna cry. Hi guys, I was just walking down memory lane. Now I can't see my wedding program. I marry a dough man, and I like this. Now they marry woman. Not be the one where you go carry belle, go live with a Sunday they feed man. Oh. This one, I no carry belle. He come, he do introduction, he do traditional marriage, he do white wedding. He do cut marriage before I can't give him a bouncing baby boy. I just won't tell some people say, now like this that they marry. See wedding program now. Fine boy. But you not get character. Now domestic violence, I want you scheming now I rock come up for the marriage. But I just want to show them, say, baby girl was in fact memory lane. It's just like since I get test at 18 years, as I be choose fine man, see him punk. So don't think me say get bad character. So you see, I was married Saturday, 5th December 2009. When mama train. Once you are 14 years in Benin, 15, your mama don't send you go Libya, go Sakashawo. It has been since 1960. I'm not lying. That's the truth. That's what they know Benin people for. If you go to Libya, you go to Italy, Europe. Now Benin people food there now. Small girls. Sometimes most of these young girls don't even know what they are going to do there. 16, 17, you don't start a shower. Very dark man, go and liberate your people. Since you do a shower no work. Go back to Benin and liberate them. Go and help those young girls, because there are some young girls that go to this Libya. They don't even know what they are doing there. What they do is one Akata, one Ogbome. We don't do a
Continuation from yesterday. Yeah. This is going to be messy. I mean, a lot of things are going to tumble out, and you have to kind of suit your hair drums because you'll be hearing a lot. Like I said, Nigeria is going through a kind of cleansing. it's more like a revolution, and that revolution needs to start with us first. And we have to purge ourselves before we begin to talk about our leaders are not good, the president is not good, our governor, that senator, because we are the product of our society. Forget you said our leaders are not good. Even you as a person, if you check very well, you are not good. It is still the same you that ends up to be governor, end up to be president, or our president. Political leaders or rulers, are they from Pluto, Saturn, or they are from the moon or somewhere else? They are all from the same primary source, family. From family, the nuclear family, you begin to talk about the society at large, and you begin to talk about village, town, then you begin to talk about city, you begin to talk about a whole country, nation. Yes, Blessing CEO, she's not the best of the best woman in the world. Of course, obviously, she claimed that she was married to someone from Edo State, and the guy lied, saying that he's from Delta. That our own parents, Blessing CEO is from Enugu, that's where she's from. And even coming from Enugu, other Igbos have some form of discrimination against those from Enugu, Abakaliki, and all of that. They have discrimination, Ebonyi. You know what I mean? There's still this discrimination. And regardless of where anyone is from, regardless of that, there are certain things that are synonymous with every tribe, with every race. When you talk about home and abroad, when you talk about that, you know where Pleasant CEO is going to. Everyone is right in their own way. Yes, everyone is right in their own way. The other lady called Izzy, who went through the back door, as they call it, down to Europe, she said her parents put her into this. Let us be sincere. Probably she forgot, but I played that video. If you've not watched it, that video was analyzed yesterday, where she spoke about her life. She said this many years back, and that wound is what Blessing CEO opened up. I observed, I looked at Izzy, I realized that she was not feeling fine. She didn't feel good when Blessing CEO decided to pick on that particular wound. This is something that bothered her for a long time. This is something that a lot of young girls in that particular part of Nigeria go through. They go through this terrible situation. In fact, it has become tradition, it's become culture, it's become way of life. I read comments. Many people say, oh, it has stopped. But you cannot stop that Ulusho thing, that Ashawo. You cannot easily stop. It's something that has existed before the creation of the creation of the creation. If you know what I mean it's one of the oldest vices or evil that you can ever think of. It's been there. But a particular part of the country decided to take this upon themselves. Now, the CEO said some words. Obviously, this is to attack. You're going to listen to more. You're going to listen more. She said, all the mothers, obviously, there is a kind of saying in Edo State that women are the ones who have houses, and they have gone to also the Benin Edo men. Edo State is a big. You have different ethnic groups there. There is a lot. So that the men are lazy, if not recently, and this came from the mouth of very dark man who has decided to be part of this. He has said this, obviously said, and it was picked, and now he realized that he needs to speak differently, that he needs to correct certain things. He said it yesterday. If you've not watched that video, please do watch the video, where he said that it is true that mothers are the ones that take care of their children. The men are jobless, and it affected himself. He himself as a human being, it affected him. He became a male Olosho. This very DM, or what is his name? He became a male Olosho. The spirit is troubling him himself. Like it's like a norm, a genetic thing, like a spiritual thing. He's troubling himself. He couldn't find anything to do than to start selling his physique, selling his Olosho-ness out there. But he said he has changed, which is a good thing, and he has found a new pathway to life. That's okay. Now, he said he wants to correct certain things that Blessing CEO said, They care less if Blessing says that, young girls, blah, blah, blah. But the age, which I find lame in his defense or argument, you don't make sense. You say, oh, they said underage. Of course. What are you talking about? Very dark man, what are you trying to say that you can prove Blessing CEO wrong that 14-year-old, 15, 16 do not go on that journey down to Europe? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We've seen countless videos of Caucasian men, often mistaken as white men, brutalizing this underage. And when you look at the girl, you will know that this one cannot be more than 16. And she will say she's been in Europe for like 1 year or 2 years before. So what age is she coming to Europe? What are you talking about? Is it not when a young girl begins to show little signs of being like, I'm a woman, I'm a little woman here and there. She begins to grow some boobs here and there. Is that not when they say, oh yeah, go on? This is the same thing that the Izzy girl said, my parents are selfish because I am the only girl. So it tells you that female children in that particular part of Nigeria, they are like diamond and gold, but not to be kept or coveted, but to be sold out to bring money. So these are issues. I mean, it has become a norm, a tradition, like I said, and this trauma lives in the lives of many of these young girls. The men are also part of this. When you see younger guys, they are like pimps. It is terrible. They are continuing the circle, the same repetition. And when something becomes a norm, becomes acceptable, becomes okay, people will find nothing wrong in this things. So Blessing CEO, having been married to someone from that part, knows a lot. And unfortunately, Izzy has gone through this. This, in quote, is her past. She tried to upgrade herself. She said she went to school because she is intelligent, as she said. But that is not enough. Going to school is on one part. Being educated in a particular field or subject, that's just one part. There is a bigger issue, a bigger problem, and I think that Izzy should have started a form of, you see, this kind of enough is enough, our girls are not for this. If she had started this, maybe it would have been a different thing. I think this saga, as they call it, should create a much more better person. That's what I believe. And Blessing CEO on the other end, she says she's a relationship and marriage therapy because she went through an abusive, marriage. Her husband pummeled her, did this and that. This is how she got to where she is today. And Blessing CEO now can speak about someone else's past and trauma. And I think saying words the way she said it might be hurtful to a lot of people. But like I said, and I will not lie, it is true to an extent. I'm not saying we have to put everyone in a box, but a larger percentage or relatives of this larger percentage, or even the few relatives of the few who are not into it, you see, it's more or less like the same. So if you say, no, we are not into this, your nephew, your cousin is into it. And I mean, it is on two sides. Even the men, they are doing the male Olusho like very dark man. He did it locally. If he had the opportunity, we'll go abroad to do it. You see? So, I'm not saying other tribes don't do this thing, but it has become acceptable. That is what I'm trying to emphasize on. Crime or vice can be, you can point to it in every tribe, every race. But when it is becoming acceptable, it has become a way of life, you then begin to get worried. Until BBC had to come to that particular part of Nigeria to do a documentary on it. And the shocker of it is that they interviewed young men in that particular part and young ladies in that particular part. The men are comfortable, they are happy. Go and watch the documentary, I'm not making it up. They are happy. He said, yes, I'm going to send her to Italy, to Europe, to go and bring money. Husband and wife. I said, which money is that? Is there money kept somewhere on the street that people will pluck? He said, yes, to go and do benching. When I listen and I watch, I said, we have problem. There is big problem on our hands. there is a big problem. So they've taken the headquarters of it, and this is now hurtful. It is kind of pinching, paining even the lady called Izzy, because she is someone who has a lot inside of her to present to the world, but she has been corrupted from her background. She has walked the street. It still reflects in her words. It reflects in her, even Blessing CEO also. She cannot say she has not had her own share of life somehow. But aside the saga of a thing, let this be, let it make a better person of them. That's just what it is. Let it make a better person of them at the end of the day. After all of the shading, words here and there, let it, because someone is saying they give somebody 48 hours, 24 hours, it's all trash. That's all trash. This very dark. If he was wise, he would have shut his mouth. It's not everything you want to talk about. If you have been smart, you that your bola is all over the social media doing the same thing that they said your female, your aunties, your mothers and your great grandmothers, and they are even adding the mother of the Oba of your land into it, that this is what you people have done. And you should, if you're a wise man, you just shut your mouth, you retract, you start talking of another thing, start talking of something else, because your own bola is all over social media, not because you are having a good time with your wife or your girlfriend or spouse or fiance or but you are advertising your bola all over the place. So what do you have to say somebody should bring 48 hours because go and meet BBC now. Go and meet BBC that did documentary saying underage are being put and trafficked. What are you talking about? You say you should show them. What does, you are talking nonsense, man. Stop. Be careful so you don't end up like this lover that has lost glory. These are terrible things. We are talking about trauma. We are talking about something. Nobody chooses where to be born to. You just realize and find yourself in a particular part, and this is what they are doing. You try to fight against it, but something is pulling you and pushing you down. That's why most of them quickly run away from Italy when they get their permanent resident. They rush, or when they get someone to marry them, they rush and run out to some other European countries where people cannot come easily by road or have that stigma. That is why she ran to the UK, but that thing is still chasing her. Like, your past lives with you. Everyone knows that this is what you do. You heard what she said? You heard what she said? I think she's called Iyore, or what is her name? I'm seeing comments. But look at it. You see what she said? That my mom is so selfish. My parents are selfish. They put me out there to go and bring money to the family because I am the only girl. Now, did Blessing CEO lie that this is what many of the mothers do? Is there a kind of campaign? It's not a secret. Is there a campaign against it in that particular part? So this should be an eye-opener. This saga that you're looking at, forget tribe, is going to help some young girls, and also caution and put right some of the men in that part, so that their brain will be reset. Because when you say Benin, Italy, Edo, you know how it is. In Europe in general, they perceive brown skinned women from Africa, they don't care if you're from America or you're from the UK, where as long as you have that skin, land in Italy and find out how the men over there will perceive you. In general, in Europe, so these men, they put their wives for prostitution. You've not heard that before? Go and watch BBC documentary and go and watch interviews all over in Europe. They say, oh, these people, who are these people? So this is also a stain apart from tribe. Like, these people, obviously we have other tribes involved in other crime also, but this is out. Let us deal with it. It's as simple as that. Let's deal with it collectively. It is good. And I know that Izzy is not feeling good. Yeah, she's not feeling fine with this thing. It is, I mean, the thing is really digging into her. I'm sure if she sleeps, she has sleepless night. Like, oh my God. No matter how I try to polish myself, recreate myself, my past comes not just on me, but it's a collective thing. It's a tribal thing. It's from where we are from. Now, look at it. It's quite unfortunate. I don't know what you guys think about this one. Like, I read some comment, I realized that people are beginning to see in light of what I'm saying, rather than, oh, this is just a quarrel or saga between two people. No, it is more than that. We are talking about trauma. Apart from those who are happy with it, who are willing to do it, there are people who are coerced into it. There are people who have no option. They have no other way. This is the only thing. There are people who are seduced. There are people who are tricked into this thing. And here we are today. Here we are today. As we are speaking, some people are being trafficked. As we are speaking, some people are going through the same thing. Just imagine. And some of those, they are, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. What do you think? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.